keep forgetting about this stack of paper that I have to go through. That isn't even the full stack. It's just the stack that's been that's been tied together with a shoestring.
Stack of papers for... Hi, stream. Stack of papers about what?
Hi. Well, this is for the game that I'm making.
Oh.
This is the full stack. And, yeah. I need to separate some of it because some are for like future projects and whatnot, and maybe one of them can be used later. I don't know.
We shall see.
Who knows? Some ideas are not going to work for the type of game that I'm making because I have to keep scaling back because I realize, oh, I should do this easier.
It's a pity Dangle's not on tonight. You two could compare notes.
I forget what Dangle does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Difference, video game.
Yeah,
the game
definitely.
industry. Yeah, it reminds me of Blizzard and their controversy from like a couple years now. Was it? Naughty Dog had a controversy recently as well. Oh yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean the company that just shut down again?
Nope, not at all.
I think Nintendo hasn't had any controversy around that, and in fact has Monolith Soft under it, which, if I remember correctly, is 40% now employing women. I forget if it was Ubisoft or it might be Ubisoft and Riot that got like both had controversies at the same time as the Blizzard, but it wasn't nearly as disturbing or grotesque as the Blizzard one was at that time.
Yeah, Blizzard overshadowed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, but like Dangle? Oh no, where's my phone? Oh wait, it's dead. Whoops.
I just now got the notification that we went live, so... No, like, I'm serious, 9:51.
I still don't get notifications because I forgot that Twitch for some reason isn't working on my phone. I know.
Same.
Oh yeah. A cat just walked, like, a couple days ago, walked into my brother's room. Yeah. My family is saying we're adopting it now.
They've been chosen by the cat distribution system.
my sister is mad about the cat joining our family because she's like, how? I've been trying to manifest one. And one just walked into his room. And she's
manifesting doesn't just kind of work like that.
But the fact that my brother, who also wants a cat, got one, is why it's like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With all the squirrels that have been visiting my yard because of sunflowers that are now gone, they're still visiting my yard. Yeah, I could believe the cats have been active near my house. There's like 4 cats that I see that aren't the cat that went into my brother's room.
We used to have. Oh boy. We used to have more outdoor cats around the neighborhood, but we had an issue with coyotes a handful of years back before I moved, and people started finally keeping their cats indoors. So that hasn't been a problem anymore.
Yeah.
I imagine not.
I'm surprised that cats come around my place still. With my dog, Iggy. Great Pyrenees doesn't like things being around him, but they still do. Yeah, it's short for Igloo, but I was the real one who named him, and it was for a Mario enemy boss from Mario 3 called Iggy.
Okay. I was gonna say if I were named Arians, I would not answer to that name either. My dog's name at the pound was Rue for some reason. Not R-U-E from the Hunger Games, but R-O-O, like from Winnie the Pooh. And I was so confused by it. Like, I didn't get it at all. So I just started calling her Lacey from like day one, and she's adjusted about as well as can be expected. I'm. Mhm.
the one cat I have that was actually like at a pound kind of situation. It was gotten by my significant other. Their name was Bacon. They were a balloon. Like, yeah. And now his full name is Sir Fat Louis of Baconlandia. We just call him Louis. Yep. I give all of my animals very long names that are more or less just when I decide to annoy people.
Or them.
Or, yeah. If I decide to shout at my animal, it's going to be in a long name.
There's your government name, then there's the mom name, and then there's nicknames. Which one? Yes, Walter! The third. Just the fluffiest orange cat I've ever seen, and he has no neck. It's adorable. Yep, I remember that one. Yes! We did.
Time to go to TikTok and look at cat videos. That's what I'm feeling now.
Let's see what cats. I follow Merv, the cat, and I also follow what was the other one? Gandalf. And every Monday she gets to lick a graham cracker.
One of my favorite videos is just cats licking ice cream and then being upset that they licked ice cream. Like, they lick it, they regret it instantaneously, and then they try to cover the ice cream up because they're like, this is bad. No. It's great.
F in the chat for Eagles Wi-Fi. That'll be fun. Question is, which game will it be in? Gonna make a Detroit appearance. Interesting. Whee! That'll be fun. I'm still so curious as to how Saoirse makes that leap. Because I feel like after the leap from fuck this, I don't want any part of all the supernatural weirdness to, yeah, I'm in the Sabbat. And not only am I in the Sabbat, I lead the Sabbat. I know you haven't. I'm excited to see what you schemed up. I'm sure she was. She seems to be involved in everything. I don't remember which one that is off the top of my head.
That's the name. Yeah. I find that Clan Bane to be very interesting and very Fae-like.
Yeah, they are. They are. I caught myself. They.
They. Nice.
Fair folk stole all my gender. Now I have none left.
I complain about Bloodlines, and now By Night Studios has a controversy going on.
Oh no!
Yeah, one of their board of directors again has been caught saying some. Yeah, some good old fashioned transphobia onto TikTok.
Great.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Right when I was about to like start looking at books to buy from them too. So I was like, good timing, I guess, before I buy anything from you. I did look at the store right after I found out, and was like, first image is like a nice wallet. And I'm like, yeah. And then the CEO also defended what was said. The person left as well. So. That's something I might just have to look at and then be like sad about. It's a small studio too, which is where I like when I see multiple, like two people have been, like one person forced to leave because of racism, and then one person on the board, like two different people on the board of directors being bad, and one being forced out, and then one leaving, and like it's, perfect. That means I should send you stuff to get. Oh yeah. Oh. To just one of my favorite symbols is the Malkavian one. I've been thinking about trying to make my own version of it with the pride colors that I've chosen, which are the bi one, because that's the colors that I prefer between bi and pan.
Fair.
I identify a little bit with Ace and Demi. I just definitely identify more with the bi and pan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Also, I like one of the things that I saw, which is by Anthony Pandillo, the other guy in Smosh. That
Anthony
recently.
Padilla.
Thank you, Pandilla. I'm always bad at saying names, except for American names, because dummy English man. practice saying names. I do when I come across. He had a ace post basically in support of that, and then the comment section made me so. It's so defeating when you see like just people being that shitty. Just like I hate the world some days. This is
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We all did. We all did. And yeah, no, yeah, that was yeah, that actually was oh yeah, that was my drow. That was my drow blood. I totally get it.
I've actually been thinking about how life dodge would eventually change if he did become a Bali. And I read the Bali being like, oh, the one true voice thing. And I was like, oh, that'd be so interesting if it wasn't for all the Bali other aspects of being horrible. I'm reading it at the moment. I got to like page 13 and then like I kind of checked out. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, I definitely was like, oh, they are way worse than I like initially thought. If the first chapter is what it is, I don't think I can talk about it in an on stream. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I've I I thought the Ravnos were going to be like the clan that I thought was the most controversial. I want to let you know. And then the Bali have I I've learned more about the Bali, and suddenly the Ravnos stuff looks like they were just not walking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cat-
the Ravnos. Except for the Malkavians. There was still a lot of issue with Malkavians and mental illness portrayal. But mm, yeah. Yeah.
from what I've been told, yeah, the Malkavians got got it okay, and then the Ravnos true name stuff, I was like, not excited. But yeah, yeah, that's kind of where I was like, this is a mixed bag, and that's where you go, it'll be fine. It's worrying once in a while, but you can actually like, you can see where it could slot into a good game. I, they even actually had a controversy with the Bruja in V5. Yeah, but it was with them having Nazi symbolism for the Bruja for like in the original run of V5.
I did not
they
hear
had,
about that.
yeah, like, well, they this is why they disbanded White Wolf at Paradox and then remade them. This is why White Wolf isn't the old White Wolf. It's the subsidiary that was remade under Paradox, and why Paradox is where all of my thoughts would go to Paradox instead of White Wolf. Yeah, it was more than just like one entry. It was like three or something problematic things, and then also apparently like they White Wolf was bought out by Paradox, obviously, but also like something about like apparently the editing on that part was also bad, because they took out a bit that would have made the neo-Nazi part more forgiving. It was weird when yeah, I know it sounds bad, but it was like, this is for bad. Like, apparently it was like the last bit was for, this is for storytellers, like that was going to be the bit at the end, was about like, this is for storytellers playing a bad character, not for the player, not for player characters. It was for ideas or something like that. I forget exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of controversies regarding White Wolf, the World of Darkness, and some of them make sense and are interesting, and then others are just like, oh, a soul. Oh. Yes. Let's go to something cheery like deodorant or
more World of Darkness stuff. Um, shoot, I had something. Here. Yeah, I'm still, let's see here. I'm still a little bit, sorry, that was my dice box. I'm not used to it being right in front of me. I'm still curious about Leon and Quinn. How did Leon get Quinn essentially in his back pocket like that? I thought the Cappadocians and the bankers of Duncern hated each other. Like, I thought, to be fair, I thought every Hekata family hated all the other families, but Mhm.
The Sabbat, the kind of origin of true Caitiff.
I'll have to look him up.
I also have zero idea what the Church of Cain is. That's what I figured. I still need to learn more about the Sabbat. Oh, come on. What? So now I'm scared because they're coming back.
You should be. That's the point.
But like Paradox is actually bringing back the Church of Cain into V5. Oh no. Yeah. No, like they said they're going to be bringing a book about it. Specifically, I think. Is it in Forbidden Religions that they're mentioned? Act diablery. You say that? I should really read everything in that book. I know, that's why I'm like, oh no, I really should get on that. That the thin blood, because Duskborn is thin blood, or am I getting it confused with Malkavian? They're okay. That's so weird and interesting. Oh God. Oh. That they're they're elite.
That's amazing.
I
love that. I love that.
I feel like you'd have to. I really wish they'd give you two predator types for like what you like the most, like a minor one and then a major one where it just is pure like story reasons. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we've kind of soft done that because Tori's had her preferences. There was the point where she was feeding on the animals at one point before she moved back to the stuff, and we talked about Shiloh preferring the dying but settling for blood bags because she felt too bad trying to do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty hard for a 1 point flaw. Yeah, I was thinking 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The mix of the two of actually isn't just like hopeless addiction. Yeah, it's that, but for Vitae. Okay, I like that. It's fun. But Buttons has seen how I play enough at this point. Give me floss.
Infamy or something like that.
The
Is this a
police
warning
chief
for Ned?
sucks. I just love the idea of a police chief been just stalking out someone's house, just constantly. Oh, I really should.
Yeah. He's amazing. Yeah, no, our stalker, our coterie stalker happens to be a hunter, so it's fine.
Oh,
Was it his father or his grandfather? You realize that Vampire Rose still has his Bible? It's great. It really is.
that reminds me. I really need to look at Haunter mechanics because I was like, ooh, maybe I'll join. I don't know.
Hunter, yeah.
Like true faith.
It is. It is.
I don't know anything about how truth faith is, but beyond just like you believe in something hard enough, which led to me in another game going, what if I believe in the spaghetti monster hard enough? And then everyone. Yep. Mm-hmm. Which. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Which.
Does that, if I join, does that mean Anne Bonny can be my patron saint?
Huh?
I like
It's
Anne
amazing
Bonny, though.
But with the character that I was playing at the time, he didn't know if it would count and was so confused on it that he would bring it up to his sire.
Oh, cool. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, we actually don't have any true faith hunters in the group, I don't think. I know. Eh. Dubious at best.
What would be the worst true faith besides the flying spaghetti monster? It's basically a chaos and nihilism idea wrapped into one, and that could not be a good character, which is why that character I was not happy with.
Do you mean bad as in hard to play or bad as in just like goofy?
Both. Like that's how I felt about the spaghetti monster. It, like, the character was a nihilist and was not a smart one. So it just was like you could see the gears turning and just not like it was goofy, but also like, oh no, he actually might believe it, that character. Ah, so Zeus. Yes. Mhm. Yeah. Cain. Uh, I was more I was more referring to the fact that Cain exists, therefore Bible probably correct in World of Darkness, which is a lot to go over. Mhm. What would be the I'm still curious what your answer would be for the worst true faith would be that you'd allow. Yeah. Fair. I'm just trying to figure out like what are the bad ones, because I think that'd be hilarious to kind of reference in like a project down the road for me.
I'll I'll tell you, to me probably the worst would be a true faith hunter who says they're true faith but they're not actually true faith, and it's they essentially don't they believe in nothing, like as in there is no other thing, I make the rules. And so they'll just straight up look at something evil or supernatural and go, no, you're not. Yes. because they're not actually true faith.
That
is
I
terrible. It is terrible, and I do not have any idea how it could possibly feasibly work. Like I said, they could go around saying they're true faith, but mechanically, definitely not true faith.
I have to take note of that in my little journal for writing these stuff. That's so good.
Exactly. Exactly. We're running on mage rules at that point.
Yeah, I'm now curious. Would that actually? Is there a circle for that in Mage that's just like, I don't believe in you, poof?
Well, I mean yeah. Mage runs on space orc rules. If you believe hard enough, it happens, and if you don't believe, that's why magic is underground, because enough people believe that it doesn't exist. Mm-hmm.
That just, I just love the idea of the atheist, true faith haunter. It's so bad. I love it. Just, oh God.
I don't even know if Shiloh has that much willpower. Yeah, no. If I didn't have expensive powers that I'm trying to buy up towards, I'd totally do it, but no. Somehow I feel the long-term costs would outweigh the short-term benefits. Dangle and I've been scheming a little bit too much for me to put that out of my mind. I'm not saying nothing, not while he's here, not here. Maybe. Some yes, not everything, but some yes.
Is it for the Detroit game, maybe?
No, actually, it's mostly for Atlanta, some for Charleston, but mostly for Atlanta. Yes. Gotta stop the cult. and not because Rufus is leading him right back to us or anything. Mm-hmm.
Like a Bali adjacent KTIF has set up shop. I think Detroit has a lot of issues starting to pop up. Which is funny because Life Dodge was going to be hitting the streets with his Thin Bloods to start making pathways.
There's stuff happening everywhere.
Is there
Everywhere.
Ventrue? Okay.
I mean, we have a very ancient Ventrue in our midst, and we don't like her. We want her to go away.
Oh, I meant to, and then I forgot.
And we don't like her because she killed Mike for no goddamn reason. For no goddamn reason.
Amazing. Oh yeah.
I know. That's the worst part, is that it wasn't for the grand scheme of things. It was all random. That
Oh.
dice bot murdered 80% of the population of Detroit.
Yeah. Oh.
And I might have missed one or two. Okay, good. I had to mourn them in my own way because I genuinely liked a lot of them. Come join us.
Oh heck yeah.
Welcome, Void. Nope. Let's see. Valentina, King, and Octavius, and Ken.
Yep. By the way, hello.
Discussing things.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the dog over here.
I did make one decision finally, fully, that I am
You
going
made a decision.
If Life Dodge dies, which is now going to be an inevitability because I've like the way I've built his character sheet, it feels like it would be a bad idea to go off from his demon BS. Like he might just get killed by the coterie and that'll be fun. But oh yeah, no, I agree. Worst case, Faye, I believe in you playing Life Dodge. And then him getting killed off by the coterie. Yeah.
And Gru.
And
And mages.
changelings. Oh.
Why wouldn't there be?
Don't mages have their own version of the Bali that are mage demon worshippers?
Every single section of the World of Darkness has an equivalent. The hard asses that rule everything. I've heard of it. Never been there, but I've heard of it.
I want to. Oh, I just assume that I can't go up there because I have vertigo. But yeah, the character after life dodge might just be a Nosferatu.
And Tiller. Yep.
The haven is slowly growing for Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Or motor.
RP motor. This just means we need to do an Oops All Nos night for Detroit. I'll bring Danny in.
Yeah. Alas.
Now the question. Now the question is, do I go with a tech savvy Nos or a I'm beating them up potence Nos?
Please, for the love of God, go tech savvy. The closest thing we have is my Tremere.
Oh.
Fair.
So we have the Nosses that are actually tech literate, and then we have the party, which isn't.
We're not Nos level savant. We did. Ish.
Career services. Yes, one of his two.
Oh no, never. Why would there be?
Oh, yay.
Why couldn't you guys handle it without me being there? No, I didn't. Right. Nobody knew that he was doing that though. Yeah, so why can't you control your people? I controlled mine. Looks at the three Ravnos and Coterie.
This is fine. Everything on fire in the background.
Yeah, but as far as like pictures getting out and stuff, my people were fine. You mean you can't control how your people act? Shows a Severe lack of leadership. I assume one is not Kat's because she has her shit locked down like a... Yeah.
I assume it's the domain that Life Dodge has gone into, and he is going to be a problem probably in.
I would assume casino and way northwest where Ken was. Why couldn't you guys handle it when I wasn't here? Do I have to do everything?
Apparently.
Leaves Kat completely out of that conversation.
It's not like we're a Camarilla domain. It'll be fine. Yep.
Shut up, sit down. You could have done something about it too.
I would pay so much money to literally see Rufus say "shut up" to Ellie.
Give me money and I'll do it next game.
If I had the money, I would, but alas, I am sitting tight until I receive my ER bill.
For just $1 a month, you can tell me to tell someone to shut up.
Make it $5 and we'll tell someone to fuck off.
Something I was thinking of doing.
In character and in game only.
Make it 10 and they'll add a slap in there too. Open palm, just the most disrespectful slap.
Well,
no, it's got to be backhanded. It's got to be backhanded.
Either way, the most disrespectful slap.
Wouldn't that be with a gauntlet? Yeah.
Gotta do it with a flip flop. Gotta do it with a flip flop.
That's Chevy's move.
Would it be with a controller?
He learned it from his stepmom.
The chancla.
Yes.
Deadly as a ninja star in the right hands.
I'll step on caltrops, as in D4s, for money. Let it be known.
There's certain things that I won't do, and that's one of those. I also have metal dice, so no.
Good old. I love me my D10s. They have two pointy ends and one just edge to step on.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I said it was a hunter who's technically not true faith going around saying they're true faith, but they're really not. And they just like don't believe in anything supernatural hard enough that everything is just mundane.
No. I wouldn't allow it.
We were conjecturing the wildest and quite frankly, dumbest ideas for a true faith hunter.
As a side note, I don't plan to use these except for as jokes in a project later on in my life. If I make a true faith hunter, it'll be serious.
Now, quickly going back to the whole VTM dice, I have two different styles. I have Mr. Long and Pointy and Ow, I hurt when I touch the wrong point, which is the end of it.
So pretty.
And I have the normal ones. This is my everybody except for Rufus dice. Rufus dice.
I have these funky little cone roller dice.
Yes. Buttons also has Salubri dice.
Buttons does have Salubri dice, and Buttons loves her Salubri dice because they love me. They are very expansive.
I have just regular dice. I just have a penguin and a pineapple to hold my dice in.
Oh yeah, no, I have a whole bag full of normal dice. Then I have a separate bag for the VTM dice.
I've got two more. Hold on.
I also have a box in my room on the other end of the house that have my bone dice in them. Ooh, the rubber duck dice. I got my sister a set of those for Christmas a couple years back.
I only have a D20. So when I saw you can get all the duckies dice, I was like, oh, and that is added to the wish list, which has never ended and is more terrifying than my backlog or Steam wish list. Oh no. Oh.
Yay.
Come back. Right now, my favorite normal dice are the very shiny, sparkly black dice that were Kickstarter exclusives for the Old Gods of Appalachia role-playing game.
Ooh. I saw the picture of the book you sent, and it was so pretty. I was
It's so cool.
I want it. And then I was like, maybe I'll look at purchasing a book eventually when I have money.
Yeah. That copy of the book that I got was the deluxe backer exclusive version, but you can get the standard version through Monty Cook Gaming. They're the same ones that are doing the Magnus Archives TTRPG.
I have
Yes.
I have tons of spin down dice that I do not use because I played Magic the Gathering for like more than half my life. Yeah.
Those are my favorite dice. They are full carbon steel, heavy as all hell, and when I do this, you can hear it.
That sounds painful. I love how this has just become us plugging our hoard.
This is what my wife got me last year for Christmas. If it'll focus on it, it probably won't, but it's fine.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
Don't know where she got it. But, yeah.
Ooh. I also have a Labradorite set somewhere in the depths of my room. Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
it's just like a nice brown. It's pretty basic because I haven't. Fun fact: I've only played VDM and Werewolf besides the Mork or the Pirate board game that I'm in. So I'm newish to tabletop role playing games. So I haven't had the time to collect or buy amazing dice.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, this is completely full. And I just gave away a bunch of dice earlier today to my children.
Which I'm sure they loved and appreciated very much.
Yeah, I had I think it's technically called a Toxic Yellow set from that one company that is freaking everywhere if you try to just buy cheap dice. My youngest likes yellow a lot, so she got those. My oldest, has my old, I think it's like Purple Vortex or whatever it's called, set, as well as I bought her an actual Pride set just because she likes rainbows and I don't really give a shit about the actual like Pride portion of it for her. She just likes the rainbows.
Fair is fair.
Yeah.
Rainbows are awesome.
Yeah, like I said, for her, she doesn't know. So therefore, I don't care. She just likes that it's got a rainbow on it. Then they do kind of look cool. It actually layered quite nicely.
Very nice.
Now I need to go look into getting rainbow dice just because it'd be fun.
Hey, you want to know who sells them?
Ooh, who?
Our dice affiliate.
Go buy Dice Legion.
Because that's where I got the ones that I got for her.
I bought the Rubber Duck set and a set for Diana off of them.
I'm learning quite fast that I need to up my dice game because dice can look better than just like the kind of weird, easy looking on the eyes dice that I've gotten from also unlegible on camera from Amazon.
Mm-hmm. I got a set with little dino inclusions off of Amazon that are kind of fun.
I have never bought dice off of Amazon.
Can't
then
feed
again- Yeah. So everything except for my Rufus dice and my metal dice I've gotten from either a local game store or a game store that I've been to before's online shop. And they sent it to me. That I bought. Now my wife, like I said, I don't know where she got the special, pretty weird, like layered metal resin dice. But the Rufus dice I got off of Etsy, just because you can still find some really, really neat stuff on there for not like overly expensive, and that's also where I got this little buddy. And then the other one I got off of a specialty dice, just because I was like, I want some metal dice, because yes, I want to dent the table when I drop them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Roll for damage to me or the table.
Yes.
What is the heaviest metal that we can actually like roll without it being radioactive?
Without it being damaged?
Damage isn't what I'm worried about.
That is a good question. I know typically we use lead to like actually add weight to stuff, so it's probably going to be lead. Yes, so I would say if you use lead, I would coat it in a fairly decent layer of something else. Easiest would be like aluminum, which again is relatively soft. However, it is strong enough.
Just bring out the heaviest dice you can at a table and break a folding table that's been set up. Yeah, it might just be a head-shaped dice.
You need one of those splitters with a lead core. Bonk.
So a NOS would be good. Okay. It would be move into city. Okay. Perfect.
R.I.P. Pour one out for the rats.
Time to do a Cleopatra run.
Edie.
Yeah, he's there. So I would just assume that they are going to start happening relatively soon. Yeah, no. feel like this little couple day skip that you're going to have would be a good time to start that. Which is about 3.5 weeks after Hell Week has started. Yes. What day did what happen? Yes. I don't remember the exact day, to be honest with you. You know, I had to look it up. Yes. And they are dense as all get out.
I have a tungsten carbide copy of the One Ring from Lord of the Rings with that's black with silver inscription, and I never wear it because it the way it's shaped, it gets in the way of like everything I try to do. But it was an amazing fidget for the longest time because I could spin it and it would spin forever.
Because of angular momentum, basically. Among other things.
Among other things.
And inertia, because a lot of mass likes to keep spinning.
Yes.
And here we go, getting all scientific again. Anyway.
It's fun.
Back to March 13th? April 13th, okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. April. It's got to be April 1st. So Chevy can, like, April Fools. Just because, you know, he's childish.
I just looked up a tungsten die. $1,400 was the first price that I've seen for one, and I'm like, I see.
Yes.
Yes. I'm
It will
not
take
saying
a
that they're
while.
cheap. I'm not saying they're cheap. However, that would be roll up to a gaming session with that, and that's a flex and a half, isn't it?
Thunk.
I-
$1,000 thunk.
I want a thunk that can break a table, and I think that might be where I get it. And I'm like, okay, so I just need to get 10 decently sized D10s of tungsten carbide. And when I roll them the first time, I might actually need a dice cup for that. Because I think it would break this one if I shake it too hard.
You need a barrel at that point.
A small barrel, yes. Made out of mahogany wood. Because at that point, you go all out, right? And then when it breaks the table, I go, look, critical success.
And then you get the nickname Shaq forever.
Oh, for when I win the lottery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
that old joke of, if I ever win the lottery, I'm not going to tell anybody, but there'll be signs that would be secret.
Might have nicer, might not be using a USB connector on this, would be the next.
Yeah, mine would probably be a little bit more noticeable. Like, this might change. I have a nice enough house, however, I don't like where I live because HOAs.
HOA suck.
Yes, so
That'd be the next sign.
yeah. He's too fast. Annoying. Also, speaking of he's too fast, I would also absolutely have a something sitting here that is black and intimidating and is slightly German. And it goes woof. Yes, but I will also just have Hank and him, and that is probably it. Wife can have the 17 other animals in the other house. I don't give a shit. And so they can sing to each other and ow.
I would have 16 more cats.
At least one of them has to be hairless.
8 of them would be hairless. 8 of them would be Maine Coons, and yes, they'd be for ethically getting mixed.
So what that looks like, and I'm just going to tell you this much right now, is a short-haired Maine Coon. Because I've absolutely looked this up.
The goal is to eventually get lucky and maybe one of them will be truly hairless. And then lose my shit for the next 50 million years.
A hairless Maine Coon.
That's what I want.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Wouldn't you rather just buy like a giant Rex or something like that?
Wait, there is an actual cat that is as big as a Maine Coon.
I don't know. No. Oh yeah, there is. But they're fluffy though. Oh, the Savannahs. Yeah, those are wild cats.
Yeah, I'm meaning ones that are domesticated.
No, they're domesticated.
So there's a fun thing about them.
Dennis
49 out of 50 states, there's some sort of restriction on the generation of the Maine Coon. The other state it's completely banned. I'll give you one guess for what state that is.
Florida?
California.
Ah.
Up until when I last checked, which was like 2 years ago. Just because the wife was like, I want a Great Dane. I was like, if we get a Great Dane, I'm getting a Savannah. I still don't have a Savannah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that kind of makes sense. At least California kind of has a relatively comparable climate.
Yeah, but they banned them.
Oh, they banned them.
It is legal for me to own a fox that is not native to here. Me too.
Indiana's
can get a
boring. I don't know
raccoon.
what's allowed here.
I am also allowed. I am also allowed possums, raccoons, and squirrels, as long as they're not native to Alabama.
People have them here. I just don't know if it's legal or not.
It's not. I guarantee it's not.
You
Cannot, however, have a deer, which is unfortunate.
Huh.
That would be awesome.
You can have a lion in Oregon under the right circumstances.
No.
Under the right circumstances.
What? Why
I'm
would
not
anyone
saying
want a
it's
lion?
moral. I'm not saying it's moral, by the way.
Why would anyone want
that-
a lion?
People do.
It's
I-
the
Like,
Sergey Exotic over here.
just because I want to pet a hyena does not mean I want a pet hyena. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually relatable. Yeah, no, oh god, I would love to pet a hyena. They look so petable, but also no.
They will eat your face. Yep, me too.
I've wanted. This is one of those things that my significant other says, if I ever see a bear with you, I know I don't have to run fast to save myself because you will go after the bear for cuddles. I like bears. I want to pet the bear and cuddle with the bear.
Oh,
I might die.
Yes.
I
Very
fed a
fast.
liger before.
A liger?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's actually the place that I told Buttons to go a couple times when Buttons lived in Tennessee has like 3 of them. And I think they recently got a tie-in.
I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah.
I've never pet an exotic dog or cat. Closest to handling wild animals I've gotten is snakes and couple gators.
Yeah, no big deal, just gators.
Goose for me was the closest I got to petting an exotic animal, and snakes.
A swan beat the crap out of me.
Swan will beat the crap out of anything.
Yeah,
And then not condoning this, however, to defend myself, I kicked it square in the chest and it ran away.
yeah,
Because that shit hurt.
Yes.
yeah. There's a reason why I'm afraid of geese.
No. Yeah, no, those don't quite get it.
I want to pet a duck.
We have an emu farm up the road. An emu farm?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, that
They're
was
cool.
actually.
Yeah, they're cool, but no, I'm good.
I actually was looking forward to going up on Thursday to my in-laws because there is a llama that is up there, and I wanna. Wait, no, it's an alpaca, not a llama. I forgot. It's an alpaca.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Lincoln spit my eye out. Help. Okay.
At least they had the sense of humor. My in-laws are looking at their quote-unquote guard dog for when they move out to their new piece of land, because they're going to have the fluffy cows.
Oh,
Yes.
Ailing coos.
I've always
As
wanted
well as
one.
as well as they're going to have some pigs, some chickens, and I think they said some goats. So they're looking into what would make a good guard dog that isn't a dog, because their dogs are dumb and would make terrible guard dogs, to be honest with you. One has the size, but does not have the brain power. The other one has the power, but does not have the attention span.
Donkeys are pretty good.
I told them they should get a peacock.
Yes.
They looked at me like I had 3 heads, and I was like, no, I'm being serious. They're better than donkeys and most dogs.
I got attacked by a peacock. God, no.
Yeah.
They have that at an Oregon Zoo.
They have that at the Chattanooga Zoo.
And told them the other option was llamas,
Oh, yeah.
but get 2. Because at least they have something to like pick on that's not you.
Mhm.
Because they will absolutely pick on each other. But yeah, no, they're mean as all get out. And I was like, if it's just coyotes that you're worried about, get a donkey. Because donkeys will go after coyotes until they no longer move, no matter what happens.
Yeah, I that would involve cleaning up then.
Yeah, my father-in-law doesn't care. I mean, you're not wrong.
Is it the pigs with the swaddles?
No. Yeah. Any pig that's larger than 15 pounds, which is like a piglet, will eat whatever you put in front of them. And it's disgusting. Yeah, it just takes longer. Yeah.
There is a reason why one of my favorite games is about a pig farm, which was used to get rid of human bodies.
Yep. My father-in-law is a very big hunter. That's part of the reason why he wants to have pigs, so he can take it home and process it and then just give the pigs the stuff that he doesn't want to actually deal with or dispose of.
I'm trying I was
Yes.
I'm trying not to flash back to season 2 of Hannibal.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that.
Season 1 was the only good. Wait, Magnus Archives or Hannibal?
Both.
Okay. Hannibal, only watched season 1. Season 2
okay.
was meh in my personal opinion, and then season 3 was a disappointment. It's watchable. Don't watch season 3. See, I made the mistake. I made the mistake of watching both, and I regretted both. Should have ended at season 2.
Yeah. If I can't watch a show all the way through, I'm not going to watch it. I did watch all of Sherlock, and yes, I was disappointed, but I still watched it.
Which Sherlock, though? I've heard like the pilot episode being the best. Watched it, loved it, and then watched the first episode of the actual show and then was disappointed.
And yeah, until it doesn't.
Yep.
Much like a lot of final seasons, basically,
Yep.
or late seasons.
Mm.
Fair, but still, much like a lot of final seasons or late seasons, it's like people stop caring and they're just like, okay, cool, give me money.
At least none of us are watching One Piece, right? Totally not watching. Totally not watching One Piece myself.
My sister is, so by proxy, I am as well, because it's impossible not to in our household. I genuinely don't care about it.
I started it and then I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I
got to the restaurant.
I have.
Yeah.
I have watched maybe a grand total of 3 anime in my entire life that I've actually genuinely cared about and been interested in. Oh yeah, no, I've seen a ton. It's just I've only genuinely liked and cared about those few.
Hellsing, Trigun are the two that I am like my favorites. I wish they didn't. I wish they didn't just end it with what they chose, because that was not the actual ending. They just went past the amount of episodes they were allowed to do.
Oh.
Let me go find our I'll be right back.
Hi, pretty girl. Ow.
Oh, woo!
Pretty girl.
I'm this person though as well. The person who has Berserk. Yeah, this is the second volume. I still haven't taken out the SRAM wrap. Oh,
Oh,
the manga.
dog. Little dog with the big sad eyes.
Yeah, this is Mr. Rocky Balboa now. This is the one that Big Dog decided that she was going to yeah.
Oh, baby. Baby.
Got him in a little tiny spot on the top of his head, but yeah. Yes.
Of course.
He, he was getting into something. So
He looks so comfy.
no, he just doesn't want to be held right now. But I'm making him because yes.
Mine is currently glaring at me from the other side of the room.
No, because I made him stop playing. That's the good thing is I know he's not actually hurt because yeah.
Well, that's something at least.
And it's funny how much looking straight on versus to the side makes him look very, very much different. Giant ass ears. Yeah. He also likes to attack Naked Cat. So and playfully. And roll around with giant cat. Because you know he doesn't just swallow him.
That just reminds me now that I still never got back into the cat cafe game. Yeah, I played lots of games. It's kind of a my no no it's like Calico, I think.
Yeah, no, I so on Steam I have Shadowrun, all of the Dragon Ages and all of the Fallouts prior to Fallout 4.
I have all the Fallouts.
You have 76?
It was on a deal that I was like, I will get it to play with my friend.
Yeah.
And then my friend played it without me.
No.
So I never played it.
Oh.
That's the story of my life. Don't worry about it.
I had that happen to me with Destiny too, so don't feel bad.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only Fallout game that I don't have, 76.
Ooh, you don't have Fallout Shelter?
I'm sorry?
Have you played Fallout Shelter?
Yes.
I've been meaning to.
Yeah. It was one of those, yeah, I'll play it because it's here. It was one of those, to me.
I need to play it. It looks fun. But in like a mobile game, like kind of fun. Oh.
Yeah, on my not new PlayStation, I mostly have sports games. Because that is, if I'm going to play on a console, I don't want to try to like actually do role playing games, except for Fallout, because that's the only place that I have that will be able to support that.
The most recent game I played was Oblivion.
That's fine. You and Nen would like each other.
Yeah.
I did recently try to play Marathon. I can't. It's too fast paced. The game is like very old, by the way.
Yeah, can't say that I've actually heard of it.
It's a Bungie game.
That would explain why I haven't heard of it. I don't like Bungie games.
It was there before Halo. It was a Apple OS game.
Good lord. Okay.
It's referenced in Destiny.
Wait, which game?
Marathon.
Yeah, that's the only Bungie game that I've actually played extensively is Destiny. Because I think they were one of the main developers on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was published by Activision, but owned by Destiny, which is where Destiny 2 is just owned and published now by Bungie.
Which is probably why I didn't play it very much. Because I just didn't like it. I don't know why I don't like their games. I just don't.
I've only done those once. It always looks fun.
Nice.
But yeah, Marathon in a lot actually caused rights issues with Microsoft and Bungie in Halo.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Why do I know all these weird facts about issues between different companies?
You live for the drama.
Apparently, and that too.
Yeah.
I listen to them while I play Oblivion right now. I was originally I might actually I might I that probably will carry me throughout the rest of Oblivion, I hope. Well, I've gotten 50 hours into Oblivion. Hope Oh, listen, I'm not doing what I did with Skyrim where I spent 400 hours on one character.
400 hours, that's it? Skyrim was the first game I broke 1,000 hours on one profile. Dragon Age Inquisition was the second.
Oh god. I don't think I've gotten that with one character on Skyrim.
So so for single characters, I don't have anything over, I would say, 200 hours. That's just how I do things. I just don't. At a certain point, I'm like, no, I want to do something else. However, there are certain games where I have thousands of hours on it. But no single character having more than probably 50 or 100 hours on them. I do, however, have one particular game that absolutely trumps all of them, and it is not my shining moment as to what the game is. Battlefield Bad Company.
Oh,
Yeah, me and a buddy of mine, yeah, spent way too much time.
I'm up to 2,000 hours on Warframe, but I've been playing it for like 6 years.
Oh no. Yeah, no, that was from the time I graduated high school until I got into the military, which was roughly 3 years that I spent. I think the equivalent of a year and a month playing. It was a lot.
I have no shame on any game I've played.
Yeah, I started
Second.
I started legitimate years late and ended up on the leaderboard by the time I stopped playing. So for like global shit, if that's
Nice.
any indication, I was like, yeah, I play this too much. I'm done.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
That just is reminding me that I need to play more Borderlands 2 because I've been getting that craving again. I don't have 2,000 hours on it yet.
No, but you have 198 or 1,998. Sorry.
Not yet across the board. I'm
yet.
I'm only at 1,200 ish, maybe around there. Like,
at least that one I can kind of see, because that's just like you start playing that and you don't really have to pay attention to anything. You just go. You don't think, you just do it. And time passes so fast when you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my higher ones as well, is specifically Borderland 2, but all of the Borderlands series.
the only reason I will probably not get 2,000 hours in Borderlands 2 is because I have vertigo, which means playing Borderlands 2 is a process, which means being on the game, taking breaks, on the game, taking breaks. Wow.
That's kind of surprising.
Now I'm curious how you'd play Wind Waker on the Wii U.
Really? Really? Interesting.
Oh. The weird, like, it It's so weird because to me it's how big the bloom is to like give me a migraine on a game. Oh yeah, no, it has some real bad bloom. That's why I have to play it for like 3 hours and take breaks. Like it like that's when lighting will cause me a migraine. It's like
My
Yeah,
It's
when
particle effects. Those trigger my ADHD so bad if they're turned up. So I have to turn them off usually.
that's fair.
I also have ADHD and that results in me turning off particle effects.
My
Solidarity.
problem is high contrast scrolling text gives me an instant migraine.
Oh,
So like the beginning of Star Wars, instant migraine.
Rip.
me scrolling my Switch library.
That wasn't that bad.
Still won't do it again.
Yeah, that's why like my wife will just send me a list of stuff, and then she'll start scrolling through it, and I'm like, just stop doing that. She's like, what? And I was like, just let me read it at my own pace. It's not that I can't read it fast. It's just that's not on dark mode. My wife.
Neurotypical people is what I really want to do a study on whether or not people use dark mode and if they are seen as neurotypical or not, and then like see if the people that say they're neurotypical actually have some form of like thing that say that. It'd be weird but interesting to me.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a study out there already, to be completely and totally fair.
If there's not, there will be. Yeah, no, mine, I have a dark gray and a medium blue. My eyes can differentiate that pretty well. And it's not super high contrast, so I can scroll through crap in a freaking heartbeat. My wife, it's black and white, and it's brightness all the way up. She's also borderline legally blind, so it helps her read.
I've been learning that I am slightly colorblind. Fun fact.
My wife is colorblind. She doesn't want to admit it.
Wee.
But it's colors that would be next to each other. Like, it's not the wildly opposite colors. Like, yeah, for her.
Yeah. My significant other and their friends took me to a game store and we played a game called Hues, which is the colors right next to each other. And I was like, oh no, this color is not right, and it's in like a color gradient. And I'm like, oh no.
I am colorblind. Oh no.
Yeah, the realization while we're playing a game about color gradients.
Yeah, no, to keep my job, I couldn't be. So,
Oh.
yeah, because electricity. Yellows and greens and browns, specifically those. No, it's 72. It's not pi, like the guy before me said. If you need help with that, just let me know.
Surprisingly, I actually need to go back to and take a class about it. So maybe
I can tell you a lot more than you probably will actually need to know as far as the theory of electricity. And if you need to know any like building codes for electricity, I can tell you those too. It's part of what I do. So I can even probably pull out some real fun like reactivity laws and formulas.
well, if I need your help, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm just slowly building a base of people that I can rely upon, apparently, for all the different weird hobbies and niches that I've just been growing slowly into. Now, if only I was good at helping other people do things.
You'll find something that you're good at helping other people with. Even if it hasn't readily presented itself yet.
Yes. The perfect way I can help my friends would be by making deodorant. That'd be the plan. Oh, really? That's awesome. Oh, dang. Then I have to actually figure out a different way.
I'm
Fair.
not entirely surprised. Somehow.
Yeah, I'm not at all surprised.
If I was to learn to make deodorant, by the way, it would be just to go to a con or a Magic the Gathering tournament and just hand out mini sticks of deodorant. Because I've been to one and it was so bad that I never went back to another one. Like, that was my personal. Oh, is it if you can afford a Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can afford a deodorant stick or something?
To go along with the sign that you're probably going to pull up, the one that I went to in Connecticut when I was living there was in the basement of his wife's bakery. This dude just set up, and that's where he was running it out of. At the checkout, it says, if you're going to rent a table, this basement might be musty, but you don't have to.
One of my favorite ideas, if I ever managed to become rich enough to have a game store, is the fact that I would definitely have just a deodorant section.
It would be even better if it was actually like geared toward the actual games that you sold too.
But well, I was more thinking like neutral smell deodorants, because there are some deodorants that are just like, no, that is also smelly in a bad way, as even though it's
Yes.
I was
lavender.
gonna say, if you have the audacity to stock Axe body spray, I am coming after you and your entire lineage.
Axe body spray would be on the banned list if I could have a banned list for deodorants.
Do they have an E in theirs? I think they do.
Yes, AXE.
So what that tells me is just make a scent that you specifically make for your shop. Call it Axe. This is the only Axe allowed in here.
Is it just going to smell like wood chippings?
Yes. Because who doesn't like relatively fresh wood chipping?
Cedar and pine, baby. Gotta love it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh. One day, if I could ever have that mix of just like a minor collection of books, a game area, and just a bakery. Because I think fresh bread has to be a constant thing in my life because it always smells good. That would make the game store smell good.
Yeah. I could see running a game store / restaurant. After 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because that seems like a good arbitrary time, right?
God, I could just imagine a coffee like bar that transforms into a regular bar while having like just a game section. Oh, that does sound fun.
While I was in Virginia, actually, one of the breweries that I used to go to, not on a regular basis, but on a regular enough basis that I knew that this was a thing. The upstairs had a game closet. They had your normal stuff, and then they had AD&D. You had to pay to rent that out. Because A, it was an original copy, and B, like, it was an ensemble when people did that. Let's put it that way. Yeah, like they had a wedding reception that was like D&D themed in there, up there, and like the entire reception was playing that during the reception. It was kind of cool, and I was like, I wish that my wedding would be like that. And then no, that didn't happen.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like my sign would allude to something of, we don't allow horses in here, so don't be a horse's ass and don't smell like a horse's ass.
I would just use it as a business opportunity to sell deodorant because I don't know why. Yeah,
Because
why does it keep coming back? It might surprise you.
No, smells are absolutely important.
I also have just a very tiny deficit on my smelling capabilities, but not as bad as my very little color blindness. Oh,
That's probably not good.
yeah, that's scary. Oh,
Can you smell burnt popcorn? That doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence when you say that like that. Yeah, no, any amount of burnt is it's awful.
Quit yawning.
oh no, the yawning bug is coming.
Well, I mean, it's 10 after midnight. I should probably be heading to bed at some point soon. I do still have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. Disgusting. That is going to be great.
I'm hoping not to fall back asleep and wake up at 3:30 a.m. This night. It's been repeating now.
I have that happen a lot when I'm dealing with medical issues. Everything happens between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Huh.
Same!
Ouch.
It's great!
Yeah, no, this one likes to start barking at 2:30 because he has to go pee. Every morning.
Apologies
So-
to our viewers on stream if I'm making you yawn.
Yeah.
I don't apologize for yawning.
Because it's Button's fault.
Oh no, because I just yawn constantly.
Someone's got to take the blame while Kraken's not here. Might as well be me, I guess.
Well, it's Nen's fault. So it's Nen's fault that Kraken's not here. Therefore, it's just Nen's fault. And you cannot change my mind.
I'm too tired to try.
I don't know how I would.
I just like to give him as much crap as I can. Yes. Because again, family. It is allowed. Yes.
He missed his opportunity to meet a Black Spiral dancer, so you know what? That's what he gets.
True. Especially since I was not going to be using those in Atlanta at all. They're a bit intense.
They won't be the main antagonists for Indianapolis. Spoiler alert, it's more like a remnants of a Splinter Cell kind of a thing. It's not going to be wide influence, just I'm going to cause problems for the fun of it here and there. Here.
Yeah. I just. Yeah. Yeah. I just have the ones that you invited into the city. The get, which is going to eventually be a thing. And then one more that's going to be a very short issue that's going to be popping up. That's the get people.
I'm still in awe and shock at the fact that you can willpower re-roll rage dice in Werewolf 5e. It's so powerful.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised.
I really hate that, but also love it for how strong it makes the werewolf. Because that means 1, 2, and 10 in combat are +2 successes with another one.
Yes. Yes. There is a reason why in Atlanta there were 2 elders. Not quite elders, but damn close. Fighting a relatively new guru, and one of them got real messed up. Yeah. He's also exceedingly old, mind you, but still. Yeah, but experience gain.
I haven't decided if Life Dodge knows enough about werewolves that he'd be actively truly afraid or not. That's true.
Or we could just warn him. Hey, don't go to that. Oh, you mean like in general? Okay.
Yeah, he's only worked for vampire for 3 years and been a vampire for 2. So,
hey, don't go to this island. You'll get eaten by dogs. What kind of dogs? The big ones.
Like Great Danes, sure.
I can talk to them. It's fine.
I mean, they'll talk back, but they won't have anything nice to say.
I mean, Life Dodge has feral whispers. Yeah, that's why big dogs, oh, I can talk to them. They'll talk back isn't a hint at werewolves. It'll be interesting. Oh,
Can't imagine they would.
I don't think werewolves like any kind of kindred generally. Oh, this. So what you're saying is I need to get bulky if I want to survive an encounter.
Oh no, there's no surviving. You got don't bulk up. Get fast. Run away. That is your only hope.
The max damage a werewolf could roll is something like 56 without disciplines if they get all crits.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, did you see have you listened to our Atlanta game?
Not yet. I should.
Yes, you should, because there is an episode where Samal and Cyril team up to take down a very young Gru, and it gives them a heck of a fight.
Yes. Yes, and they're both very capable fighters.
Very highly trained.
And Samal has specifically silver scimitars.
Samal,
A
Yes,
young
well-
werewolf is still very terrifying.
Yes. Yeah.
That's easily believable. Like, oh, like life dodge. If he fought Durandal, my other character, life dodge might be able to get out of it because Durandal talks to people instead of fights, even though he's a werewolf. He still might lose a physical fight to Durandal, who has -2 die pool and a strength of 1. Because if he goes werewolf form, it's death.
Yeah. You know, canonically in the rules as written World of Darkness, there is exactly one kindred who has ever come out of a fight with a werewolf and won, and that is Nines Rodriguez.
Yeah,
he
and
is.
a grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's definitely not affecting her at all. Yeah, no, it's understandable.
No. There's so much wrong with werewolf addiction. No.
Prey exclusion, everything but werewolves.
That's Methuselah's thirst to the extreme. Oh.
Yeah. No.
I will.
Before anybody asks. Before anybody asks, no.
No, I wasn't planning on it.
After
She's scary.
after my experience with werewolf combat, no. I've seen how scary they are in true sense.
That explains a lot.
Good.
Explains a lot.
Oh God.
So who's ready to see a werewolf in Atlanta?
Well, I mean, we saw a few.
No, like actually get to fight one.
No.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
So you're saying we should send Life Dodge to Atlanta so he gets torn up?
But it's not just a werewolf.
Oh, is it an abomination?
Yeah, it is.
Ah.
I don't know what's worse, an abomination or a werewolf yet.
An abomination.
An abomination.
Yes.
That was why I was like, I err on abomination, but I haven't gotten to see them much.
Yeah. And spoiler alert, they were ex-Fianna. Which, Faye, you should know something about that. And what that's connected to loosely.
I know exactly what that is.
Oh, it's not Dunstan this time.
No, the other thing.
What
I know
other
all
thing?
about the Fianna.
No.
No.
I think I'm the most confused here, but
Well, you should be.
that's good.
Like I said, we recently talked about it. About hopefully you didn't like this person too much. And the ties that they had. But anyway, I'll message you later about specifics on that. But yeah, no, Buttons, if you know what it is, send me what you think you know, and then I will either confirm or deny it.
Nah, it's all good. I'll let that ride.
It's fun. It'll be fun.
I believe you.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. He also doesn't seem like a couple others that he could be, but I could be wrong. Really not.
Is it an older clan or a new, or one of the V5 clans? Okay.
I know what he's not. He is not a special dancer. He is not a get. He's not the. I don't think he's a child of Gaia.
No.
Doesn't seem like that. Doesn't seem like Glasswalker.
Not a heart warden if he's not Fianna, because that's essentially what they were changed into.
I could see potentially Red Talon, Shadow Lord, or there's one more and I can't remember what it is.
My bet is either Black Fury or Gale Stalker, honestly.
Yeah, that's the one. Black Fury is what I was thinking. If you want to message me it directly, I will absolutely take that because I am legitimately curious.
Just post it in the Terrible Trio chat. Yeah, just a little bit. Up to you. Ah, very nice, very nice. Honestly, I can see it. Now I'm kind of curious about the history of the werewolves in Detroit.
No, he's not. I know that much.
No, but
I know some.
Yes, I remember that, but it also makes me curious about how clan politics have played out alongside all of the Sabbat bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Big enough to defend their territory.
I am now very curious. How many werewolves would it take to take down an antediluvian?
Probably take a pack.
Yeah, I feel like it would depend on how old they are as well, as far as the actual werewolves and how strong they are. It would take more than a handful.
I feel like it also. Yeah. I feel like it also depends on which antediluvian you're talking about.
Yeah, probably, because certain ones would be like, nope, and just leave. And I am going to try to. Yeah, because the lesser of two evils here. And she killed Mike. I don't have to know immediately. And then, hey, I made this so that one goes away, and then we don't have to deal with her anymore. Kill cat. I don't think I can do that there, Hoss. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think I can do that because I don't think we're strong enough to do that with her. I'm sorry.
They would want him returned. I'm surprised they wouldn't want him killed outright alongside Cat. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, given enough time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So give him 30 days and he should just go poof. Yeah.
Werewolves age slowly ish.
Yeah, but
I don't think
ghouling
that
affects aging after you come off of it as well. Yeah, and I think it amplifies it as well. So
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, 100 years for a guru is like end stage. Oh yeah, no, dead.
yeah,
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
3 digits. Yeah. Like shortly after Hellcat got embraced.
Late 1600s. Excellent.
Like I said, shortly after Hellcat got embraced.
Cool. Man, it's 12:30. I need to get off here. Oh, cool.
I like that.
That's not scary at all. Anyway. Yes. I thought he was the Mariner. Either way. He's scary. Okay. You mean he's kind of like he's kind of like Edward Teach? Blackbeard? Which we will delve more into when we get to Charleston.
Yay!
He's a Nosferatu.
That makes me a little sad, but yay.
I remember reading that somewhere. That's I've been wondering
Yes.
that now. Really?
So anything that is a permanent change, yes, it would be able to.
Oh. It's way cooler. Why didn't they just bring that back as like I should play V20.
There's so much to it. I made my very first experience with Vampire the Masquerade was a V20 play by post, and I made the mistake of going in guns blazing with a Tremere of all fucking things.
Oh,
Good job.
Second character I made was a slightly different version of Danny.
I wonder why.
I think me and Buttons are both very tired.
Yeah, I need to. It's okay.
Yep. Little dog decided that he was going to try to box the big dog, so over a singular piece of food. Big dog's a problem. Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, no, big dog is a problem. We're trying to figure out what to do with big dog. As far as to keep stuff like that from happening again, because once is a happening, twice is a pattern, three times is a habit or a I forget.
Problem.
No, there was something specific that I came up with that I told my wife earlier. So yeah, we're to the 3+ times now, and yeah,